What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mike Dolce Show. As we do every Friday at 1 p.m., we go live on YouTube, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Caleb, yo, what's up, Caleb? We'll wait a minute or so for the stream to populate, for you guys to put on your headphones and duck your head so your boss can't see you listening to Uncle Mike, watching Uncle Mike spit some truth. Today, we're talking success. A lot of you guys have asked about our business savvy, our financial principles, what we've done to be one of the most successful health and fitness brands on the planet. And I break this down to our certified coaches, our DDCs, if you will, Dolce Diet certified coaches, who come through our certification series and conferences. I also break this down in detail to my private clients, in which I mentor on the business side, whether it's personal trainers or strength coaches, massage therapists, building practice, yoga studio owners, and anyone really who is trying to build a business, build a brand, and build a lifestyle following their passion. Now, not everybody I mentor is in the fitness side, probably 80-20, 80 fitness, 20 outside fitness. We have a great owner of a coffee shop right now who I really enjoy working with. And these principles that I discuss, that I will break down for you here today, and then I will jump in and answer your questions. These principles are what I consider to be best practices. Now, I've been doing this for over 22 years professionally. We've officially opened this business in 1997. We were operating as a sole proprietorship back in that time with letterheads and business cards and everything along the way. So 22 years in practice running this business. We've had a few branding changes and we've made a few pivots on the designs and logos and an outward facing position. But at our core, we've been the same. If you know me, if you've heard me speak, same dude, different t-shirt. That's really what we've been doing. Now, in earnest, I've been operating as a professional since 1993, fumbling my way as a junior in high school, running a very successful personal training business. But in 1997, that's when I had the financial savvy, the business savvy, a few mentors in my world, accountants, to help me get set up and really start running this as a legit operation. Now, over the last 22 years, I have had the opportunity to mentor under some of the most intelligent professionals on the planet. I am talking titans, leaders of industry, no less than 5 billionaires I have had the personal opportunity to sit with, to learn with, to work with, to be locked in conference rooms for hours and days on end, to work for with specific projects, to be tasked with opportunity and responsibility, to understand exactly how they run their business, how they've built their empires. And fortunately, hopefully, through the 5 R's, as I will teach you, I was able to earn a level of respect with these individuals, to which I won't name because that matters not. And they would take me under their wing in many ways and give me valuable piece of advice, both positive and constructive criticism of how I can continue to grow. This is the information that I plan on sharing with you. I've worked with many 100+ millionaires and decamillionaires in the tens of millions and millionaires, all in their own way, very successful in different walks of life. Some had nothing to do with fitness at all, health and fitness. Some were in completely different sectors. But these principles, they all held true. Now, some of this that I teach will be a part of our Blueprint program. Those of you who don't know, I'll give one last shout out before we begin. You can send an email to blueprint@thedolcediet.com if you want to be one of the select few that are entered into our Blueprint program. There is no purchase necessary. You don't have to spend a single dollar. There's nothing to purchase. Actually, you will become our first group. You will become our patient zero, if you will, where I am going to start teaching you guys the blueprint to success, not just financial success and business success and fitness success, but to be a successful human being. In the blueprint series, I actually have aggregated all of the habits that I've seen amongst our clients, whether it is the billionaire leaders of industry or the world-class athletes, the Olympic medalists, and so on. What traits do these individuals, these A-type high-performing individuals, have in common? I've put all of this information together in a blueprint, and that will be available for those at blueprint at thedolcediet.com. Again, go to blueprint or send an email simply to blueprint at thedolcediet.com and just let us know that you want in so we know to put you on this list of select individuals. There will only be a handful. When I say a handful, that will likely only be a few hundred of you out of the tens of or hundreds of thousands of people that will hear this and be a part of, are a part of our email network and social media network. So there will be a few hundred out of a few 100,000 of you as a part of the Blueprint Network. But now that the stream is populated, what I wanted to discuss, and I will answer your questions, so keep asking your questions as we go, and I'll get to these at the very end. I tweeted about this yesterday, and I posted on my personal Facebook. The 5 R's of success. The 5 R's of success. Now, I teach these 5 R's in every single certification course that we have. I teach these 5 R's one-on-one or through our corporate wellness program. I teach the 5 R's to the leadership board or to the employees, to the team members of the corporations with which we work. The 5 R's of success. The simplicity will probably amaze you. The efficiency with results will astound you. What are the 5 R's? These are the necessary 5 categories with which you need to become an expert in order to be successful. And when I say successful, success is defined individually by us in our own ways. To offer a general level of success, a general level of rewards, the general level is financial freedom. You're no longer working for money because the money is a given. The general level of success is the reputation or the respect of your peers, of your industry, in being a top performer, being an industry leader, a category leader. That is what success is. Success is being completely fulfilled with the amount of time and energy you put into your task, where you feel utterly rewarded, emotionally rewarded. You have the finances already taken care of. You have the reputation, the respect of your industry taken care of. And when you lay your head down at night, you feel completely satisfied with what you are receiving for the amount of energy that you are putting in. And that's where I am right now. That's where I've been for years now. I am at a level of success, and we define success differently. I don't define success by having my own jet and I work with, and I'm friends with individuals who have their own jets. They don't put their head down. Most of them, I can't say all, but the majority of them, and we talk about this, when they lay their head down at night, they stare at the ceiling for 4, 5, 6 hours, stressed out. The weight of the world is on their shoulders. That's not my personal level of success. It's not monetarily associated. Though having the financial freedom to live the life that I want for myself and my family, that is very important. And that's what I want to teach you here. So when I talk about the 5 R's for success, the first R is research. What is research? Research means that you must own your category. You must know every single thing about your topic. The niche with which you are operating, you must know everything. And this is a never ending pursuit of knowledge. No matter how much you know, there is more to know. And this never ends. The first step, the research, is never ending. Research constantly, research always, whether it's in the academic world, whether it's in the world of experience, whether it's finding mentors to help assist you, whether it's through trial and error, which is massive. Research It's a constant, never-ending quest to become a better technician, a better practitioner. Research, guys and gals. That's number one. Number two is results. Results, baby. Results. That's what matters, right? Can you produce results? Can you replicate results? We've done our research. We know every single thing we can know up until this point about this category. Now, can we apply this in the real world through our products or through our services, through our content? Can we apply this? Do we produce results every single time? Not just half the time, not most of the time, but every single time. We call it replicatable results. We must over deliver every time, on time, no exceptions. That's necessary for us to get to number three. I'll tell you what the third R is here in a second. The first R is research. You must know your category. The second R is results. You must be able to replicate results regardless of circumstances, regardless of client, regardless of situation. You must be able to replicate results. Number three is reputation. Reputation is simply results plus integrity. Can you produce results 100% of the time, every single time, over delivering on your promise, over delivering on your expectation? Because if you can't, that will be your reputation. You're pretty good, but you're not the best. You get it done most of the time, but not every time. You see how that works? Research, you must know your subject matter inside and out. You must master it. Results, you must be able to replicate results every single time, regardless. No excuses, no exceptions. In order to move on to the third R, which is reputation, you must be known as a person who gets the job done no matter what. No matter what. Every single time you've over delivered upon expectations, every single time you have gotten the job done, plus integrity. What type of human are you? What type of person are you? There's great technicians out there who are scumbags in real life. That's your reputation. You're really good at what you do, but Jesus Christ, I hold my wallet when I walk into the room with you around. Really good at what you do, but Jesus Christ, the whole neighborhood knows your backstory, and it's not good. That's your reputation. It's results plus integrity. Think about that. That's your tombstone, essentially. When you pass, what will your tombstone say? Or better yet, when your name is mentioned, what will people immediately think? And think about the people you know. Think about all the names. When someone's name is mentioned, what do you think of them immediately? You can't even help it. You can't filter it. That's your reputation. So we have our research. We have our results. We have our reputation firmly intact. And now we can start building the fourth R, which is our resume. Because if you know your subject matter, if you can produce results 100% of the time on time, if your reputation is someone who gets results every single time and is a cool ass motherfucker that keeps their mouth shut and gets their business done and is an absolute pleasure to work with, and your clients would trust you with their kids, with the key to their house, well, now your resume grows. Now the phone starts ringing. Now everybody wants to work with you. Now, all your neighbors and all the local sports teams and all the community, they want to knock on your door for that product or service and to be around you. That's where the resume grows. For me, that's where the phone rings. Agents and managers and production companies call me. I don't know how they get my number, but they do through that back channeling referral service. So-and-so has a big blockbuster coming up. They need to be screen ready in this period of time. And woo, baby, they're showing everything. DOLCE, can you get them can you get them looking right? We heard you can get them looking right. You got XYZ looking right. Yep, we can get them looking right because of our reputation. That's what builds the resume, right? And with that resume, we can then jump to number 5. So we have the research. We know everything. We know our product, our subject matter inside and out. And every single day, we delve deeper and we learn more. We replicate results consistently, nonstop. We do not let any challenge stop us. We are proactive, not reactive. We think ahead. We plan for the worst. We are ready. We've seen it all. We've experienced it all, and we've done it perfectly 100% of the time. Our reputation is fire. Our clients love us because we get that job done, and we are an amazing human being, and we have an amazing team of associates to work with and to represent us that engage with the public, with the community, with our clients. Our resume is massive. Everybody uses us. We are so in demand. We have to turn down work because we're too busy, and we will not dilute the quality of our service simply for paydays. Again, that rolls back into our reputation. The little 4-table, 6-table coffee shop or pasta house or steakhouse in your neighborhood where the line wraps around the corner on a Friday, Saturday night. It's booked 4 months in advance to get a table. Reputation, resume. Everyone goes there. Everyone wants to be there and be seen there. Resume. Build that resume. And once you've mastered research, results, reputation, resume, finally, you get to the reward phase. And the reward phase is where you get paid, baby. The reward phase is where people exchange little green pieces of paper for all your hard work. That's where it gets fun. Rewards also comes with the respect of your peers because you become known as the person they want to aspire to be. That's a reward also. The reward comes in your ability to now start giving back to the community and the people around you. And you would be shocked at how rewarding that actually is once your money's right. Once you got your money right, then you can start to focus on other things other than just keeping the lights on and keeping your doors open and keeping food on the table and having reliable transportation and all the other things. As you start getting all that stuff handled, you realize, well, wow, how big does my house need to be? How fast does my car need to be? How much food do I need on my table? Maybe it's time to start giving back. And ooh, baby, does that feel good? That's where the rewards comes in. Now, if you start with a focus on the rewards, you'll never get there. You won't sustain it. And that's the truth. I've had so many, as you guys know, in my industry, in my niche that I created here that so many want to glom onto and try to come into. They come in with huge numbers in investment capital. They come in with big, beautiful websites already built, packaged, books ready to go, food service, all sorts of crazy newfangled ways to differentiate themselves, and they fail. They come in with 6, 8, 10 years of high level academic accolades next to their name. They come in with all the big acronyms. They come in thinking they're going to blow the doors off of everybody in this niche simply because they sat in a classroom for 6 or 8 or 10 years or more. And what happens? They end up broken, banished also. And then we get the scumbags who lie, cheat, and steal their way in, the con men and women of the industry who disappear also. And that's every industry. It's not just this industry. It's every industry. I've seen them come and go. Remember, I've been doing this since 1997 professionally at the highest level on the planet, and I continue to be here. My resume continues to grow, right? My reputation continues to precede me because we produce results 100% of the time, every single time, to levels that nobody would even expect. And they're so grateful once they have the ability to work with us because they see the integrity of our team is intact. The core operating procedures of our team is unparalleled in any sector of business, let alone in health and fitness. My goodness. Most of you don't even know the celebrities we work with. Why is that? Because we have discretion, because we show integrity and back channels. As I said earlier, the phone rings, the resume grows. Because it's not on my IG account does not mean it's not happening. And think about that, ladies and gentlemen, right? The bigger you get, the less you have to talk about it. That's what this is. That's what these 5 R's. Now, many will try and start with number 5. They will try and start with rewards. They'll try and start with the money. They'll try and start with the selfies on their IG accounts and all of their faux success. But that's not what it is. They don't have the reputation for being a result getter. They don't have the reputation for having integrity. They don't have the reputation for knowing their subject matter. They're just fast talking, slick talking, fast walking, slick talking, and they fall apart quick. They end up broke and banished every single time. And that's in every sector of business. That's in the pizza shop. That's at the widget factory. That's in the massage therapist maybe who doesn't quite know her craft but looks the part, or the CrossFit gym owner who's absolutely horrible at programming and only cares about just squeezing people, or whatever gym owner squeezing people for their little bit of sign-up money, their registration fee plus their monthlies, and a 60-day cancellation policy, and nickel and dimes them for bottles of water. That's not the way to do it. Remember, I've been in business for 22 plus years. 22 plus years at the tip of the spear as a globally recognized and respected brand. And I say that humbly. I say that to let you know to please listen, to please go back, and please consider the 5 R's: research, results, reputation, resume, rewards. That's the name of the game, guys and girls. I don't care about your mission statement. I don't care about your business plan. I don't care about any of that bullshit, because I'll tell you what, I went through all that stuff too. You will get so hamstrung by focusing on that shit and not focusing on what I just said: research, results, reputation, resume, rewards, in that order. In that order. And the last little piece that we'll talk about is stay debt free. Stay debt free. Once you are in debt, you are a slave. You are a slave to someone else, to something else. You can no longer run your business in the manner that makes it your business. Now you're running your business out of fear. You're reacting to the marketplace. You're not being proactive in creating the marketplace. Now you're being reactive. We are a zero debt business. Never have we had a debt. Never have we had a credit line or a lease or a loan or a mortgage or an investor or an angel or a venture. Nothing, never, nothing. We don't want it. We refuse to have it. That allows us to be flexible. We have always grown at the pace of cash. And that's a Dave Ramsey term. We have grown our business at the pace of cash, which means if we didn't have the cash to pay for it in full up front, we didn't do it. We did not do it. We will not do it. We will work harder to improve or increase our cash flow, to save our cash in order to invest that cash down the road. That's the way to get it done. Some people will argue with me until their business is foreclosed on, until their equipment is taken away, until they can't cover their loan payment. And then what? Now they're not taking paychecks for themselves. They can't eat. Then what happens? Then they have to go out and get a side job, a second job, a third job. They have to stop running their business because now they have to pay for their family to eat. I see it all the time. And I mentor. Remember, I mentor businesses that have been at the brink of disaster. And I've seen it all. And this is what happens. A lot of the time, they're focused on all the BS self-help, how to run a business, book systems, or they're too caught up in debt. They've spent all their life savings and they've leveraged their entire life. They're in debt now and they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. So let me answer some questions. Hopefully you guys have some good questions here on the business side. I'll answer the health and fitness stuff, but this is more finance oriented today. Please share this video, guys and gals, with whoever might want to hear it. Share it through your network, share it through your channels, and give this video a thumbs up. If you appreciate this content, if you like this content, give this video a thumbs up. If this content is helpful, if you haven't heard this content before, give this video a thumbs up. That will help the channel grow, allegedly. So other YouTubers say. We are trying to grow this YouTube channel. If you're listening on the podcast, the audio podcast, give us a 5-star review. Take 5 seconds, please. Give us a 5-star review. I'll appreciate that. Caleb, yo, Lazar, let's go. Nick L, thumbs up, baby. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Paul McGugan, how do I lose weight but not count calories? Paul. I just switched into the diet mode. I don't want to get too crazy into the diets right now. How do I lose weight but not count calories? Let's get rid of the processed food and synthetic chemicals. Let's make sure we're exercising 30 to 60 minutes every single day. Every other day, we can be walking. And on the alternate days, we can be training with higher intensities. So now we're training 6 to 7 days per week. On the 7th day, I would perform more of active recovery. Maybe on the 3rd and 7th day, I would perform more of active recovery. That means Wednesday and Sunday, I'm going for a good 2 to 4 hour hike. I'm going for a swim. I'm going to play Frisbee or soccer with my family. I love that. I'm going for a nice bike ride around my neighborhood. That's great. Monday and Thursday and Saturday, I'm training with high intensity. And then Tuesday and Friday, I'm going for nice long walks, not eating any sort of synthetic chemicals or processed foods. You can always go to thedolcediet.com, Paul, and you can sign up for the 4-week or 12-week personalized diet and exercise program, weight loss oriented program. It's there for you. Caleb, it's not that hard. Thank you. Mystic Mac, what's up, Mike? Just bought 3 weeks of Shredded and Living Lean. Love the program. Boom. Mystic Mac is on thedolcediet.com's 12-week online personalized program. Boom. Anyone who wants to go to thedolcediet.com and use promo code DolceTube, and you will save 10%. Why not? Summer's coming. You might as well get lean and sexy. Why not? PJ Brown, make a diet where you already know you're not eating too many carbs, fat, whatever works for you. That's not to me. I'm Phoenix 98, make calories count. Amen, PJ. I try eating everything in your day before 5. If you wake up in the morning, intermediate fasting will make you lose the weight. No, PJ, that's silly. No intermittent fasting recommendations on this channel, please, because it's fucking ridiculous and I don't want to have to reprimand you. So I'll just give you a first time as a pass. MMA Focus. Watched your interview with Phil Daru. Awesome content, brother. Thanks. You had a really good time talking to Coach Phil. Could I get your contact email, please? Have a small business or inquiry? Absolutely. Support at thedolcediet.com. Let us know what you're looking for, and the team will get me those messages. So that'll go to our clearinghouse, if you will. That'll go to one of our customer service reps. Support at thedolcediet.com. Depends on who's manning the boards on that day. Support at thedolcediet.com, and let them know what you're looking for. You have a business inquiry for me. That is awesome. If you have a question about the online website, that is awesome. That'll get answered. If you want to bring me out for a seminar, which many of you do, that is awesome. If you want to become a private business coaching client of mine, that is awesome. If you just want to say, hey, Dolce, really appreciate everything you guys are doing. I've lost 10, 12, 50 pounds over the last few weeks or months. That is awesome. That's all at support at thedolcediet.com. Caleb, Mike, what do you suggest? Eating more carbs on lifting days or on rest days? Primary goal is building muscle and staying ripped. I would be a little more moderate. Truly, I would look for daily moderation with my carb intake. I'm not really trying to overflow too much, but maybe once a week or so, we do a calorie refeed. Depending, that's a full calorie refeed, but that usually follows more a little bit of a dip. There's different conversations. I've talked to Dr. Jim Stepani on that about when is the best time to have a refeed. Is it on a hard training day or is it the day before? I believe Jim felt it's better on the training day, where I like it more of the day before. I like it the day before if we're talking about glycogen storage. If I want to have that glycogen stored and ready to go, I'm going to have that bigger refeed 24 to 48 hours, 12 to 36 hours maybe before that harder training session to make sure the glycogen is already, it's been digested, it's been absorbed, it's been partitioned, it's sitting where it needs to be for use. Jim's point was the repair process of having done that hard training session. Both points work. That's why I say more of a moderate approach seems to work best for the average person, but I would need to know a little bit more about you to get more specific. Brandon, when you are looking at a niche market, have you found financially that athletes versus the public is much more work and not as profitable per hour spent? I'm asking because I'm still daily searching. Athletes are not profitable in many ways. You think about it. We charge 5%. We work with a pro athlete, it's 5%. For fighters, it's different because we work with NFL and NBA, and 5% of some of those contracts, well, that just doesn't make sense. Of course, we would say that too. So we go on to a retainer basis. Most of the time, the MMA athletes, they can't afford our monthly retainer like the Hollywood celebrities and such can. So we have a retainer. And let's say, and that's outside. So we'll talk about the MMA athletes, 5%. 5%. That's not a lot of money. If our team doesn't add 5% value to the athlete, we shouldn't work with the athlete anyway. That means if the athlete makes $100, they pay us $5 and they keep $95. If we're not worth $5 for every 100, we don't want to work with you. We do not want to work with you. Now let's break down the math. How many UFC athletes make $100,000 or more? Not many. How many of those athletes who need help make $100,000 or more? Well, all of them above the $100,000 pay grade, but there's many, many, many more athletes below the $100,000 pay grade. That being said, if an athlete's making $100,000, the 5% to us is only $5,000. That's for an 8, 12, 16-week training camp in which I travel or members of my team travel. When we work with an athlete, we work with them 52 weeks a year, which means we're working with an athlete 8 weeks. They fall on a banana peel just before they get on the plane for fight week. They hurt their ankle. They're pulled off the fight. We don't get paid. And then we help them rehab. We help them get back together. We help them get ready for their next fight. So let's say we've gone 16 weeks or 20 weeks, and we still only get 5% of what they make. Now, we have a team. We have a team of paid professionals, of registered dietitians, of exercise physiologists, of certified trainers, of customer service, of web experts, of content editors. We have a team of individuals, of attorneys, of accountants, a team of individuals to properly liaise with other professional entities. $5,000 before taxes? Woo! That doesn't go very far. Let me tell you, that doesn't go very far. Now, what about the athlete who's making 40 grand a fight? That's good money, right? 40 grand a fight. They're on $120 a year. 40 grand a fight. That's $2,000 that we would make. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I'm not like Zero Integrity George running around trying to work with 10 athletes on the card, diluting a service. Therefore, everybody gets fucked. Nobody gets personal attention. They all get fucked, which is why so many of them miss weight and get hospitalized and just get completely fucked in the process. We would never do that. That's why we don't do that. We don't do that. I don't do that. What we want to do is we want to help human beings. We want to help human. I would much rather charge a much lower rate for regular people and work with a tremendous amount more people and have the time to do so. That's really what we do. We work with everyone. Now, don't get it twisted. Many of the UFC athletes call us and we consult with many of them. But if you want me to get on a plane, well, you got to pay. And it's a hell of a lot more than that 5%, let me tell you, because it's not worth my time to do so out of respect. Just like they're not going to go and fight for a few percentage of what they actually make. They're not going to get on a fucking plane and go fight for some local regional show, even if Dana let them, or Dana's not going to, hey, we need you next week, but we're only going to pay you like 3% of what we normally would pay. And they're going to be like, fuck you. But they expect other professionals to go out there and work their asses off for, 4, 6, 8, 12 weeks for pennies. Now, here's an aside. Most of the coaches you see behind the cage coaching these athletes, they're making pennies. They're lucky if they're getting $50 to $75 a day, and that covers their food. They're lucky if they're getting food. They're lucky if they're getting food money. And very few of them get a couple $100 extra as a bonus. Very few. And that's the truth. That's the truth of it. I know an athlete who in 1 year made over 400 grand. He had his coach with him every single day in training and every single time that they traveled. The coach was living on the sofa of a co-coach because he couldn't afford his own apartment because the athlete wasn't breaking him off anything special. This guy was with the athlete 6 days a week in training, and every single time the athlete traveled, the athlete didn't break him off anything. That's the fucking truth of it. So it's not what it seems to be, guys and gals. Let me tell you. Angel, what's up, Coach Mike? It's Crypta. What's up, Crypta from IG? Hit that like button. Yeah, where are those thumbs up? Give a thumbs up on this video, guys and gals. Down from 231 to 211 after the first round of 3 weeks to shredded. Boom! 20 pounds down, guys and gals. Angel is down 20 pounds following the 3 weeks to shredded program at thedolcediet.com. 21 days ago, he was Crypto. Yep. 21 days ago, he was 231. Now he's 211, closing in on being under 200 pounds for the first time in how long? Round 1 of 3 weeks of shredded done. There's no better program. Punk Rock, did you see the global burden of disease study that came out recently claiming 1 in 5 people's death are due to diet, most of them coming from too much sodium intake? If so, what are your thoughts on that? I agree. I think diet is much more responsible than 1 in 5. Fuck, it's probably 4 out of 5 for sure. Over time, of course. Gronis posted on Twitter to Dolce. It was on Bloomberg. Was interesting. That's right, Gronis. Thank you. Box stuff. What is your net worth? Ha ha ha. Wish you knew, huh? I will tell you, I have no debt. I have zero debt. So whatever I own it free and clear, which makes me not have to work as hard. It makes me not have to worry about covering fucking payments and balloon mortgages and car notes and all that other shit. All I got to worry about is putting some food on the table every day. It's a different type. It's a different type of lifestyle when you don't have the major worries. And back when I was a kid, I had credit card, I had leased vehicles, I had debt, I had, help my wife had school loans. It was crazy. It was crazy. We had all the traditional American consumer debt, and we realized, holy fuck, if we just pay the minimum payments, which was a lot, we're never going to be out of fucking debt. What the fuck? This is going back 15, 20 years or so ago now. 17 years, 18 years or so. We've been together for 19 years. So like 17 or so years ago is when we realized, holy fuck, what are we doing here? We're just being average. We're being normal. This is not the fucking way to do it. This is not the way to do it. And then we went all in. We burned the fucking boats. We lived in a $600 per month apartment with a $10 plastic Walmart picnic table as our kitchen table. We had that for 6 months. That's the truth of it. Those of you who've heard me talk and know my story, for 6 months, we had a plastic picnic table I picked up from Walmart out of season. It was just crappy. Every time I sat in it, I thought the chair would break because it like wobbled just a little bit. And those of you who've had cheap plastic tables, you know what I'm talking about. I was like, oh shit. But it had just enough wobble that it would never break. Thank God. For 6 months. Could we have bumped it up and got something a little $40, $50? We probably could have, but it made no sense because we were focused. We were focused on getting out of debt. We were focused on reclaiming our lives. That's what this is about. That's what I'm talking about. That, and then once we were out of debt, once we had zero debt, we had zero money in our bank account too. And we said, well, fuck, let's keep doing this. Let's keep doing this. Now let's start to build a war chest. Let's start to get some money behind us, because if we could pay off that much money in that period of time, we could probably save that much money in that same period of time. And maybe we get a raise here and there. And maybe we get a little another side hustle along the way. Maybe. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. And that's what we've done. I have a 0 credit score. Most people don't even understand what that means. A 0 credit score. What does that mean? That means I have no debt. I have no leases. I have no loans. I have no credit cards. I have nothing. If I can't afford it for cash, I don't even think about buying it. That's the way it should be. That's not what they're told. In order for you to have a perfect credit score, you must have spent $100,000. You must have been $100,000 in debt. In order to have a perfect credit score, you need to at least have been $100,000 in debt. Did you know that? Did you realize that? So the mystique of a perfect credit score really shows me that you're fucking stupid. No disrespect, but it shows me that you're fucking stupid, because instead of having $100,000 in debt that you have to pay back to all these bullshit entities at these high interest rates and even low interest rates, you're still getting fucking hammered. I would rather have 100 grand in the bank. I would rather have 100 grand that I go and buy a condo on that sits there in a piece of dirt and starts kicking off residual cash to me as it appreciates in value. That's another conversation we'll have, the power of real estate. And compounding interest. We'll talk about that down the road. If there's enough information, if there's enough feedback from this, if I get enough thumbs up, and if you guys share this thing enough and we get enough interest, I'll start talking about more of that stuff. Most of you guys that want to know about fucking intermittent fasting and keto, which is fine. I mean, I can still talk about that stuff, but shit, you got to get your money right, get your business right. A lot of you people, a lot of you guys and gals out there, you want to be financially free. You want to run your own fucking business. You want to be in charge of yourself. You don't want to sit in the fucking cubicle for 40 years working for some fucking company that you don't even know who the fucking owner is. Or even if you do know the owner, you're working to fulfill their dreams. Not that they're a bad person, but you're employee minded. You should be owner minded. I'm trying to teach you to be an owner. To be an owner, and a good owner cuts costs. A good owner tightens up the fucking belt. A good owner like me will go out and live on a $10 fucking plastic picnic table. Will drive a $1,200 1992 Buick for 6 years. For 6 years, while I was the Dolce diet, while you guys knew me, while I was on TV, I was driving a 1992 white Buick Regal with neon red, almost plush interior, bench seats, front and back. Dwayne Ludwig, it's his favorite car. And he'll tell the stories about it too. And he has. For 6 years, I drove a 1992 Buick Regal while I was the famous Dolce diet, while you guys were buying my books and watching all of our content and doing whatever else. I was still driving that $1,200 car because I was maximizing my income and minimizing my outgo. I could have bought something more. I could have kept up with the Joneses if I wanted to. And it was funny because there were people that were making 25% of what I was making, driving cars 10 times more expensive, well more. Beautiful BMWs and SUVs and F-350s, and fuck, they were making dick all money, but they were living, buying big old 4-bedroom fucking houses. Brandy and I were living in a fucking 1-bedroom apartment that upgraded to a 2-bedroom fucking townhouse for $1,000 a month. Ooh. And that was like, we're like, I don't know. Should we? An extra $400, an extra $100 a week. Should we do it? Because we were focused. Focused, baby. That's what it takes. You want to be successful? Get fucking focused. As Dave Ramsey says, live like no one else so you can live like no one else. And we did that. We went through the fucking grind. And then by 35, no more grind, baby. No more fucking grind. Grind done. Now it's time to give. And that's what I'm trying to do. Some of you will take this information. Probably a minority percentage of you will take this information. Hopefully a low double-digit percentage. Definitely a single-digit percentage. But 1 in 10 of you might actually listen right now and be like, holy shit, that's what I need to do, this motherfucker. And maybe like 10 to 20% of you will be like, all right, yeah, it makes a lot of points, but I don't know, man. If I get that secured credit card and, I can just, all I'll do is I'll just buy gas and groceries. I'll pay them off every month. I'll pay it off at the end of every month. And I'll slowly teach myself to be in debt and build up my credit score. So that eventually I could buy something even bigger and be in even bigger debt. That'll be a good idea. And then the 2008 mortgage crisis comes through and you lose everything. Why not? Or you get hurt or you get sick. You have a life-changing instance and now you're fucked. And the bank comes and takes everything away. My home, and this is one of the reasons I talk about this in other content. My childhood home was foreclosed on, knocked down, turned into a parking lot. That's the fucking truth. That's the real. So instead of doing whatever, and many other people out there, 2008 is very real. Is very real. A lot of the business owners that we work with now that I mentor had gone through 2008 and are fucking scared and don't know what to do. And we've helped them build long-lasting businesses and portfolios and lifestyles, help change the script. And that's what we're trying to do here, guys and gals. That's what I'm trying to do. I mean, take it or leave it. The advice is free. Take it or leave it. But fuck, look at Uncle Mike here, right? I'm chilling. I got my daisy. What do I want to do today? Which my cousin Sean, I always joke around, like the bigger Mersad Bektik too. These are like, two of my confidants. The biggest thing I worry about is like, which coffee shop will I go to today? Where will I get my coffee today? That's like the pressing issue of my day. Oh, I work my ass off. Don't get me wrong. I fucking work my ass off, but I work my ass off on projects that I want to be working on, not projects that I have to be working on, not projects that have to make me money. That's why we run a nonprofit organization dedicated to eradicating childhood obesity and eating disorders called the Chew Foundation, because I got the time to fucking do that. That's why I sponsor 1, 2, 3, 4 youth wrestling programs through time, through effort, through finances. That's why I can help go out and mentor the community in these ways. I'm a pretty young guy to be able to do that shit. Now, you're not going to see me fucking flossing. You're not going to see me fucking talking about my private jet and all these fucking crazy fucking, vacations that I'm pretending to go on like all the other fake asses out there. And I know them. I know who they are. I'm not going to put them on blast right now. It's just a different lifestyle. Income versus outgo. That's what it's about. I hope some of you pick up on that. I hope some of you do. Loyalty. Is it best to research by book first? Research everything. Read everything. I spend 3 hours a day plus on education every fucking single day. I'm always reading a book. I always have an audio book. I'm always like getting, DIY, clips on YouTube. I'm always going down the fucking rabbit hole. Fitness, family, finance, future, for me, those five fucking areas every single day, get paid attention to. Fitness, family, finance, future, for me, every single fucking day. Every day. Grown is very grateful for all this insight and that it's for free. Highly unusual. Thanks, Coach. I'm here for you guys. I am here 100% for you guys. As much free content as I can give to you, I am giving to you to help you change your life. I didn't have many people help me when I was young, and eventually I had to earn my way to get people to help me. So I'm hoping to give you guys as much information, a head start. That's what I try and do. That's what we try and do with our coaches, our certified coaches who come through here. My goal is to teach them who are 10, 15, 20 years, back on the trail than I was. I'm 10, 20 years ahead of them on the trail. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get them as close to me as possible. This is what I did. This is why it was wrong. This is what I learned. This is what works better. This is what you should consider doing. This is why. And I build that for them. These are best practices. This is what works. This is what works. And that's our certification programs and then our mentorship programs. This is what works. This is what works. Take it or leave it. I mean, that's up to you guys. Angel, Caleb, no, I didn't sub anything. My wife subs the mixed berries for the banana. That works perfectly. Brad, breakfast bowl before boxing this morning. Yum, yum. It's the best thing about Saturday early morning training. Hell yeah. I love it. And gave us a thumbs up. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate it. Everyone, I appreciate the thumbs up. Thank you all. Lets you know that you care, you appreciate the content, and hopefully it lets YouTube know that you guys are engaged. Feel free to leave a comment below, even if it says like good stuff, Dolce, or you're just too handsome, Dolce. I can't even stand to watch you anymore because you're just so good looking. But leave a comment below on these videos too. I think that helps Twitter or Instagram or YouTube know that you guys are engaged. I'm learning more about the whole YouTube thing still. Please spend a few minutes on daily goal setting, fitness, family, finance, future for me. Those are the 5 goals I set every single day. Small daily goals, 5 small daily goals, and I don't go to bed until I've achieved them. Every single day, that's 5 goals every single day. That's 35 goals per week. That's 140 plus goals per month I set and achieve. Every single day, week, month, year, I set and achieve my goals, period, the end. Do you know how good I am at setting goals? Simply because I practice them, not because I'm better, not because I'm smarter, simply because I go about the process of doing it every single day. Fitness, family, finance, future for me. And those goals are just directions. That's my GPS. That makes sure I make the lefts and rights to get to where I want to go in my life. That's all it is. If you are not setting goals for yourself each and every day, you will not get nearly to where you want to be. You will never get to your potential. You will never get to your potential if you're not intentional. You might get to good enough. And if good enough is good enough for you, hey, that's fine. I'm not going to tell you. But gosh darn it, I wish you could even understand how much more there's left in your tank. Goal setting, guys and gals. Paul, I'm a very fussy eater. Will your plan work? Absolutely it will. My plan works as well as you do. We have a 100% success rate working with the world's greatest athletes for over 20 years. There's no doubt as to whether or not our plan works. The only doubt is, will you work? That's it. Will you work? It's the winning lottery ticket. Will you play it? You don't have to, unless you want to be rich. Figuratively speaking, go to thedolcediet.com, pick the 4 or 12-week personalized plan, and use the promo code DolceTube, all one word. Get started. Why not? Get started. Get started. Get started. Aaron, are there any flours that you recommend as an occasional homemade chicken strips? We use oat bran actually for our breading. It is amazing. Look at our thorough breaded chicken recipe. And I do that often with chicken tenders and a little bit of barbecue sauce. Ooh, baby, so good. Caleb, check out past videos, people. He answers the same questions multiple times in each video. We make it harder than it has to be because we look so much into it. That's the truth. Caleb, that's some wisdom right there. Let me take a quick sip. Sorry about that, but this is so delicious. Yummy, yummy. Mark says, Coach, I'd love to know how to stay asleep longer. I can fall right to sleep, but I will always wake up after 4 to 5 hours. Any tips on falling back to sleep quicker if I wake up? That's a tough one. I used to do that. Maybe you got to go relieve your bowels. Waking up is not that uncommon. I would say one thing, keep your entire house dark, keep the lights off, keep your eyes closed. You might want to consider a sleep mask. That's huge. Waking up doesn't really disturb your sleep or your REM cycle, but waking up and then becoming stimulating your nervous system, that will then slowly pull you out of that cycle. So if you wake up, no problem, just wake up, keep your eyes shut, relax, calm down. What I like to do is I like to count backwards from 300 and just breathe and just count backwards. I lose my place and I get back to it, lose my place, and I'm out. That works really well. Keep everything dark though. Jacob, Mike, could you please hit on these energy drinks like Bang and how everyone in my office saying that they are good for them? They consume for 3 to 4 a day, trying to help them the Dolce way. Well, that's so stupid. Look at all the crappy synthetic processed chemicals that are in there. That's not good for them. Why is it good for them? Because they have a little like green leaf maybe, or the picture of a cow on the cover. Like that's good marketing. That's not good nutritional habits. A little bit of fresh brewed green tea, way better. Oh, but I don't like tea. Well, you're a fucking idiot. You're not healthy. You're just a fucking idiot. You're a commercial drone. And what are they spending on these stupid energy drinks? $2, $3, $4, $5? Fuck that. Get a fucking tea bag. Get a box, like a 36 pack of organic green fucking tea that's going to cost you maybe $2 to $5 fucking dollars. You have one bag. It's going to cost you what, 10, 20, 30 cents per drink? right there. This is me. This is the way my fucking brain thinks. So you guys can see, I'm going to take that, and instead of spending the $3 on the fucking Bang energy drink, I'm going to take the $2.70 or $2.70 difference, and I'm going to go invest that. I'm going to go invest that. I'm going to save that. I'm going to put that into a 401k, into a mutual fund, into an index fund, into a real estate investment account down the road. I'm going to let it sit there and start to grow. Hopefully gain a little bit of interest eventually. Go read The Richest Man in Babylon. I talk about it all the time. But and I'm going to try and do that every single day. If I can take an extra $2 every single day and just throw it into a little side account, boom, boom, boom. Instead of every time I drink a tea, I'll put $2 into a side account. If I'm one of these people, they're spending the stupid money anyway. That's the income versus outgo equation. Most people don't grasp that. It's easy. It's easy to become financially independent if you start to think like this, get outside the box. Remember, 0 credit score here. And I guarantee you my life is better than most people with a perfect credit score. I guarantee you. My life is, I know, because I know a lot of these people and I bust their balls all the time as they're stressed out. They got so many fucking bills to pay. I'm just worried about where I'm going to eat later, what coffee I'm going to drink today. That's it. That's it. Yes. Jessica, is list worth doing if my doc doesn't want me to do it fasted? Well, Jessica, I would never, ever, ever say don't listen to your doctor. I would say get a second opinion. Now, Jessica, if you can post below, why doesn't your doctor want you to do it fasted? And 2, what type of physical shape is your doctor in? 3, is your doctor recommending prescription drugs? That would be my questions to you. I'm not saying they're wrong. What I am saying is always ask questions of your doctor and always get a second opinion. Even if you agree 100% with your doctor says, always get a second opinion. It's like if you're going to get a deck built on the back of your house. Get a second. If you love, it's your brother-in-law, you love him, he's great, he does an awesome job, he does everybody in the neighborhood. Awesome. Second opinion, just to make sure. Mike Lee, this content is amazing. Thanks, Dolce. This is gold information. I appreciate that. Thank you. Give us a thumbs up if you like this information. Share it. Share this on your channel. Share it on your Twitter. Share it on your Facebook. Share this information, please. Hopefully we can help people change their lives. That's what we're trying to do here. Joel, hey, Dolce, what do you think about the Rush Fit workout program? Do you think it's a better program to burn body fat and get in shape than P90X? I like the Rush Fit. I think George does a great job with it, but I think his is too hard. His is really aimed at intermediate to advanced athletes. He and Eric, I forget Eric's name, who I'm buddies with, they put that program together years and years ago. I think it's a good program. It really highlights George's athleticism. It's awesome. That's more for the intermediate to the advanced. The P90X, that's really more geared towards the beginner to intermediate. I would probably start with a P90X, and then I would upgrade into a GSP. Or if you really want to get the most bang for your buck, I would look for the UFC Fit workout, in which we train everybody. We actually have modifiers. We show you how, if you have severe physical limitations, you can train boom like Heather on my right, or you can go over here to maybe Kenta or Coco or Rachel on my left, and you can follow what they do at more scaled and advanced. Hey, Mike Lee, how do you feel about owning a house when you have to pay property taxes? Does that mean you don't owe your house? No, you own your house 100% outright. I own my house 100% outright. The property taxes go for the school system. They go for shared public services. They go for the school system. They go for the police department. They go for the lights. They go for the road maintenance. They go for the park maintenance. That's what the property taxes go to. That's what they go to. They go for shared services. So it's not a matter of ownership. And do you know how hard it would be to default on your taxes to the point that they come and take your house away? Man, it's such a difficult, challenging process. But that becomes part of budgeting and part of adulting. You should only move into a district that you can afford the property taxes, easily afford the property taxes. Most people move into districts because they're like, oh, I love this house. I love this area. How much can I afford? And when they say, how much can I afford? They're thinking, how much can they afford on a monthly payment? When I say, how much can I afford? That means how much can I pay outright right now to buy it and not have to pay anything ever again outside of property taxes, which is like putting gas in your car. You have a beautiful car sitting in your driveway. Okay, that's fine and nice. You have to put gas and oil into it, right? That's property taxes. It's shared public services. That's all it is. And we chose and moved into a district that has one of the lowest property taxes in the entire county with which we wanted to live. We were very intentional on all this stuff. And I do have a strong history in real estate and taxation, property taxes. Henshin, Dolce, I'm on my second week of the 12-week program. I'm struggling to maintain the lifting schedule along with my kickboxing training. Is it okay to add additional food? No, do not add additional food, motherfucker. This is how you start to cheat and backslide to be the old fat fuck you used to be. I say that with love, but this is what happens. People start to justify. Here's what you need to do. You need to pick or choose. Pick or choose. The training program, it's one training a day, right? You're trying to do two training a day. Now you're overexerting. You're creating a caloric deficit. Now your body's hungry and you're tricking yourself to thinking you need more food. If you're following the Living Lean program, you're already at a 300 to 500 caloric surplus in order to build lean muscle tissue. You're training kickboxing. That's awesome. I would pick one training session per day. I'm either going to kickbox today or I'm going to follow the strength training program today, one or the other. Just follow the program, one or the other. Just do that. And I would still walk 3 to 5 mornings per week, 30 to 60 minutes, and get that listen. That's what I would do. That's listen to coach right now. Come on. I deal with fucking thousands of people a year personally, tens, hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people, literally all over the world over the years who follow our programs. Please do not fuck it up. Don't start eating more food because all of a sudden you're eating fucking cheesesteaks and pizza. Trust me on this. Tony, food and taxes, my brother. That's it. That's it, baby. Food and taxes. That's life. And I pay every single dollar in tax I have to, and not one penny more. That's the goal. Not one penny more, but every single one that we have to. I love our accountants. Barry Jones, hey, Mike, just at work, got 4 hours to go, eating my porridge, feeling good, really enjoying the YouTube advice. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate that. Thank you. It means a lot. I've got another 5 minutes or so, guys and gals. I'm going to try and run through this. We're almost at an hour already. Lazar, coach, which one is better for more muscle mass? First thing in the morning to eat, and then after that go and train, or to train and after training eat? I don't understand that. Best for muscle mass is to train later on in the day after you've had a few meals and then eat again after the meal. How long did you save to buy your first property? Well, my whole life. My whole life, essentially. How long was I intentional about saving to buy our first property? Maybe 8 years to buy our first property. And once you get the first one under the belt, it becomes easy. 4 years later, we bought another one. The next year, we bought another one. The next year, we bought another one. Boom, 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 boom. We started buying. Once we bought our primary residence, we started buying smaller investment properties. And those investment properties start to kick off cash. And then those investment properties also appreciate depending on the market, but they will appreciate over a 10-year period. They start to appreciate. So then you can liquidate those. You can buy something new, or you just keep taking the cash that they kick off. You put that into another account, and then you can buy something new and something new and something new. Then if you have 2, 3, 4, 5 investment properties all kicking cash back into the war chest, now you can start picking off and purchasing new properties. But you need to be aware. We were very aware also of buying low-cost investment properties that had comparable rents. What does that mean? That means you could buy a 1-bedroom condo for $50,000 or a 2-bedroom condo for $100,000. A 1-bedroom condo would rent for $800. A 2-bedroom would rent for $950. Well, it made much more sense to us to buy 2 1-bedroom condos than to buy one bedroom and then save to buy a 2-bedroom, or to just buy a 2-bedroom. Right. So it's all about what can you rent? What do the market rents go for? And then you also have to hedge against, repair and material improvements and things such as that. Also, vacancy. And you need to kind of hedge for that. And we would basically build in like a 3-month hedge or so. We would know that 3 months out of the year it wouldn't be rented, and then that money we would actually attribute over into the material improvement fund. But it's all simple stuff. Nothing I'm saying is groundbreaking here, guys and gals. But it's keeping I'm driving a $1,200 Buick during these periods of time that we're out there trying to acquire real estate. I'm not trying to upgrade into big baller fucking car, Escalade and Hummers like my buddies were, the F-350s and fucking Mercedes and Lexuses and Acuras and all that other shit. Fuck that. No way, because those things go down in value. I'm only buying shit that goes up in value. That's the point. Now, I do drive a pretty nice car, but I bought that for cash because I saved up for it. I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew the year I wanted it, and it wasn't brand new. I didn't buy that same year. Even my wife's Suburban, bought her a Suburban, and we bought it in 2018, just as the 2018 models became active, and this was a 2016 leftover. Took 3 months. I was in the market for 3 months, learning everything about the exact vehicle we wanted, where to find it, what it needed, what I wanted, looking before we actually bought it. So we already, because it was 2 sticker years behind the models on the floor, we already had the depreciation already built in. It had 19 miles on it when we bought it. I didn't just walk on and say, oh, what can I afford? Well, we can get you into this one or that one and only be $499.99 per month. Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. That same car would have cost probably an extra $12,000 over the course of a 5 or 6 year loan. That's math, baby. So that's an extra, $2,000 per year that I could be putting into an investment fund that will double every 7 years on top of that, due to the law of compounding interest, if you pay attention to it. Most people don't. I know I'm saying lots of things here. Some of you will pick up on, some of you won't. That's fine. Hopefully you pick on one of the things I say and you apply it, then you come back and listen to this video again. Hey, coach, what do you think about having a diet low in carbs for an endomorph? Body type to lose fat fast, or is carb? No, carbs are necessary. Lower in carbs is great. I like low carb diets, low to moderate carb diets. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Zero carb, that's a problem. Caleb, thanks for the help, Mike. Absolutely. What's the argument against taking a loan with low interest so I can invest the cash I have on an investment that generates cash more than interest will cost me? What happens if you get sick? What happens if you lose your job? What happens if there's a market downturn? What happens if the bank or lending institution calls your loan? Which happens? What happens if that happens? Then what do you do? Then what do you do? Well, you're fucked, right? Okay, I'm not. And you don't actually own it. The bank owns it. So you don't own shit. The only thing you own is a note to pay the bank off at, however, what's low interest rate? 1% on 100 grand, which means you got to pay the bank an extra grand every year, plus whatever upfront costs you have to pay to close the loan, which is, who knows, $750, two grand. You got the upfront nickel and dime, probably going to cost you $2 to $5 grand just to get that loan. Then you got to kick them another grand a year just to get that loan. You think that works? That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Long term, that doesn't work. 10 years, I guarantee you, no disrespect, I guarantee you 10 years from now, let's put our portfolio side by side, see what happens. I say that out of love. I say it because it's the truth. Look at how many people out there fucking lost their shit simply because they were in debt. How many people lost their shit? What if you just want to, you realize, fuck, I hate this job. I hate this career. I hate this life that I'm living. I just want to break free. I don't want to do this anymore, but fuck, I have to, because I'm 8 years into a 30-year fucking loan and I can't afford, I can't make this same money anywhere else. I'm stuck. The golden handcuffs. I'm stuck. I can't take 6 months and make half salary. I can't do that to re-educate myself in another or another sector. I can't do that anymore. I'm stuck. The borrower is slave to the lender, my friend. That's a reason. There's a reason. What else we got? Boom. Trying to help this ultra way. Answer that. These questions, lots of great questions. Ooh, we're already an hour and 2 minutes. Let me try and start to lock this in. I hope that helps, Cronus, by the way. Caleb, I was wondering if you would bring up Dave Ramsey. He's a smart man. I need to do that. Everyone should listen to the Dave Ramsey Show podcast. D. Garcia, hey, Dolce, thanks for the content. Very educational. I'm eating clean, 185. My calories are 1750. Lost like 4 pounds, but seems like I hit a wall. You're way under eating. I feel like wow, you're taking in 1,750 calories and you weigh 185 pounds. You're likely too low. You probably would be much closer to 2,200 if you're following one of our programs. And I guarantee you would lose healthier weight faster on our style of nutrition. You're already at it. You're waking up to an extreme caloric deficit. That's tough. I don't know. You're not going to sustain that. You can't sustain that. Jennifer, what's up, Jennifer? Love this video. This year I started to focus on getting out of debt, and what a relief it has been using the debt snowball, and it's working. Amen, Jennifer. Good for you. I am so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Keep it up. Keep it up. Do not stop. Gain momentum. Keep crushing it. Tighten that belt even more. It feels good, right? It feels good when you forego expenditure. It feels good when you tighten that belt up. It feels good when you say, you know what? I'm not going to buy that, but I'm going to take that money. I'm going to put it in the savings account as if I did. And I'm going to put it towards getting out of debt even faster. You have your emergency fund saved up. You get your debt all paid off. Now you are cash flow positive. Now you start building wealth. Slowly but surely. Nobody tells you what to do. The beauty of my life is nobody tells me what to do. No, I don't need millions of dollars. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need to be Scrooge McDuck running around. All I need is a good cup of coffee, food on my table. My girls are clothed and safe and educated. That's all we need. That's all we need. Priorities, baby. Priorities. Keeping up with the Joneses. Woo, woo, baby. That's no good. That's no good. Good for you, Jennifer. Mehmed, Real Coaches Live here last week. The book you told me was Life of a Brown Bag. I found that just on Amazon, but cannot buy anything from outside this country. Any other book? Let me think on it, Mehmed. Keep doing your thing, Mike Curtis. You got it. Style M, how's it go? Or Stevie, it's going great. Stevie M. Anti-Kyle 2.0. Hey, that's a good idea. You know it. Sean, our savior has returned funny. Mehmed says, Coach, I saw a video of you talking to Ariel Hawani about Chelsea and weight cut. You said we speed up his metabolism with some nutrition that he has gone to the bathroom 4 times a day. That's right. Exactly. What are those nutrients? Whole foods, baby. Real food. That's the earth grown nutrients that we talk about. And it was basically carbs. It was mostly carbs. It was oats and fruits. Stevie, thumbs up. I appreciate the thumbs up, guys and gals. Feel free to leave us a thumbs up. Once again, YouTube allegedly will help recommend this video. If you guys leave thumbs up, it shows that you're engaging, and it shows me that you like this content and appreciate the time that I give you. In my Nick Diaz voice, where you at? Sam Calvita. That's funny. I'm Anti-Kyle. Can I have a link to your diet program? It's thedolcediet.com. Thedolcediet.com. I don't know how to put a link on here. Thedolcediet.com. It's easy enough. Tilson, hey coach, week 3 of 12, biceps and chest have grown 1/4 inch. Boom. Question, have you used any of the Primal Kitchen products? They have dressings and mayos made with real food. I have not yet. That's Marxist and stuff. I haven't yet. But good for you. To Tilson has actually, he's in week 3 of our 12-week online program at thedolcediet.com, and he has gained 1/2 an inch or a quarter inch on his biceps and chest. So gains, baby, making gains, lean gains too, because that waistline's getting smaller, I'm sure. Just go to thedolcediet.com. There we go, Caleb. I appreciate that. Remember, use promo code DolceTube and you'll save 10%. Anti-Kyle, does this diet work for skinny people putting on mass? Or is it just, no, absolutely it does, Anti-Kyle. Go to thedolcediet.com, pick the 12-week Living Lean bundle, and start with the 8 weeks of Living Lean. Now, it asks you very specific questions about yourself because it's personalized. Give all your basic background, the type of job that you have, and whether you go to school and just height and weight and all that fun stuff, your current training program and training intensities, yada, yada, and then your goals. What are your goals? Do you want to gain weight? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to gain strength? Do you want to improve sports performance? Are you concerned about health issues? To increase energy? Answer or click on the ones that matter to you, and it will build the program for you. You'll likely be put into one of our power building programs, which is fucking awesome. You will get yoked and be fed properly. Caleb, going from doing nothing to something is going to help build some sort of muscle. It could. Todd, when you are over 50, should my diet change? Focus on proteins, veg? You probably want to eat less in your 50s than you do in your 40s or 30s or 20s for sure. You always want to be eating cleaner and cleaner and cleaner, especially as we get older, because, it's a little harder. Me at 42 years old is not as easy as it was at 32. And at 22, I could fucking eat whatever the hell I wanted and look like Superman. At 42, I gotta stay more focused, right? But it's easier. Gronus, I hear you. Agree. Right on, Gronus. That's what I'm talking about, my friend. Very smart decision of yours. Hey, class, have a good weekend, Coach Dolce. Question, what kind of bun do you use when you make your refeed burger? We use sprouted grain bread. We cut off the crust and toast it. Ooh, it's gourmet. You would walk into a restaurant and pay $20 for our burgers, no problem, without even flinching, and say that was damn worth it. We sprouted grain bread, like in Ezekiel, whatever, sprouted grain bread. We toast it. Then I cut off the edges of the toast, the hard crust of the toast, and just put that on top. It is so freaking good. And it looks a little foo-foo. Make sure you eat with your pinky up. Todd, I use my military retirement to pay off all debts. Now I live within my means and am saving and investing. Todd, I am so happy, so proud of you. How does it live to be debt-free? People don't understand. I would much rather live in a 1-bedroom condo debt-free that I owned than a 4-bedroom McMansion that had a mortgage on it. By far, because Todd, what's your biggest worry in the day? What am I going to eat today? Where am I going to go today? What am I going to do with this disposable income that I have to invest? That's your biggest worry. That's your biggest concern. I know people that make $1 million a year and their bills are $1.1 million and they are stressed to fuck. I know people that make $50,000 a year and their bills are like 15 grand and they are fucking living life. It's all about perspective. I think that analogy, right? And that's true. It's all perspective. Think about that. Would you rather make $1 million a year, but have $1.1 million in bills, or make 50,000 and only have 15? Baby. No question. Trevor, thanks for all the info for 21 days to shredded. Any alternatives for the hot tub? No access to one at the moment. Hot bath. Do you have a hot bath? Even a hot shower. Easy. That's what I would do. I mean, you can go to a local fitness center at a drop-in fee, like a local Globo Gym, 24-hour fitness, Lifetime Fitness, and, get a little punch card or something if you need to. That's fine. But if you have a bathtub at your house, I would just get in the bathtub. And I do get in the bathtub. I don't like to go to public places. We're in the middle of building our hot tub right now. Dolce, the real life coach, love from Montreal. LJ, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm here for you guys, the most honest man in fitness, and that's the truth. One Sammy said, you're the man. Thank you, Sammy. Tella, thank you, Dolce. I truly appreciate the knowledge you share. It is an honor and a pleasure. Thank you. LJ, just had back carbs. Thought I was dumb not following you since day one. Well, you're back on, so good for you. Tilson, I'd recommend the Primal Kitchen stuff. It's fire. Thanks, Coach. Waistline is definitely going down. Good to hear, Tilson. Happy to hear. Anti-Kyle, you inspired me to start a high-interest savings account. That's all I can ask for, saving that money, and that saved money will then become invested at high interest rates. And then you will benefit from the laws of compounding interest, and then you will retire a very wealthy person. That's what it is about. You will be able to share your wealth, share your wisdom with everyone around you. You will be able to better the lives of the people around you. Your income must exceed your outgo. And whatever you have left over, make sure you save that, you invest that, you do good with that. That's it. Jessica, low blood pressure and low blood sugar. Boom, Jessica. Loyalty makes you family. So I'm so glad I found you. I'm so glad you found me too. I'm glad we found each other. It's awesome. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love the community that we have here. I love seeing your names pop up. I love the questions and comments that you guys have. I'm getting to know you guys. Even if it's your first time here, you're just kind of, lurking and watching. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is a big community. It's a big family. I am no different. I just happen to be the one with the microphone and the camera, but it's like, I picture all of us just hanging out in the gym together, sitting around a big old table, just chit-chatting. And I think you can tell, hopefully you can tell when we have these conversations, that's what I'm trying to cultivate, is this type of open, honest, transparent engage of information. I wish there was a way that we could all be talking back and forth, which is why I love our certification events, because you guys certainly come out. We get, amazing people who do come. Our next one is May 17th through 19th here in Belmar, New Jersey. I think we have 3 spots left before we're sold out. If anyone's interested, DolceDietShop.com. You can come on in and become a Dolce Diet certified coach. 3 days here with me in the facility is absolutely life-changing. I would love for you to be here, but we have 3 spots left, so hurry if you're really about that. Otherwise, keep coming back to this channel and be a part of this. Every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go on, I turn on the mics, I go live, I give you as much usable free content as possible. I am here to help you change your lives so you can help people around you change their lives. That's what this is. At this stage of my career, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help you change your lives. That's really what this is about. In every way, shape, or form. The fitness stuff is great. Everyone wants to talk to me about losing weight and gaining muscle and all that fun stuff. I love that stuff. But I really want to talk to you guys also about the financial side, about living your life right. A lot of people come to me for the fitness stuff. They have health issues. They have, body image issues. And it turns out nearly every single one, even the rich ones, they all have financial problems. They all have financial problems. And before I go, I grew up in the worst of the worst. Poor. In poverty, truly. We had no heat. We had no running water. We had no electricity in my home for years. I used to do my homework sitting outside on my front porch because the street light gave me just enough light to see my books, to do my homework. That's the truth. My home was foreclosed on, knocked down, and turned into a parking lot. All right. That's how I grew up. The lowest possible situation in life. Broken windows, holes in the windows, hole in the roof that we set up a tarp so the water would flow down into the back bedroom and flow out the back window for years because we couldn't afford to fix it. Family couldn't afford to fix it. This is how I grew up, in that type of lifestyle. And now I'm sitting here talking to you. So when I talk to you, when I tell you guys this stuff, I'm speaking from a level of perspective. I'm not talking at you. I'm not talking down to you. I'm sharing this information with you. This is best practices. And I've been around them all. You can think about all the famous, rich, important people I've been around in my career. You can think about them. And I've gleaned information from them, which I call best practices. What is the best practices that I've seen in my own life that actually works? And compared to really smart people who have other perspectives of life, they came from other ways and certainly other more favorable upbringing. So when I do share this information from you, please understand that I'm giving this to you as openly and freely as possible, so you can take any of this information and change your life for the better. Dom says, Mamad says, see you on Insight. We'll be on Insta soon. Dom says, will a high-fat, low-carb diet decrease testosterone? I can't definitively say on that. I think individual physiology will matter. Trevor, we're visiting Henderson, Nevada for a week. Do you have a public gym? Not anymore. Not in Las Vegas. We moved to the East Coast. We upgraded, baby. But my buddy Ian O'Molza has a great facility out there. You should think about checking him out. Ninian, Dems love endless illegals for... Wait a minute. Ninian, this is not a political channel. We do not talk political stuff, so I'm not going to ban you, but I understand that's not what we talk about here. The W, paid off houses and cars, no debt. I own my business for 15 years, and it was and is hard work. Now sipping coffee, listening to your show. Boom. Thanks for all your free advice over the years. The W, I appreciate you so much. If you could send me an email to support@thedolcediet.com, I would love it. Send me some contact info. The W, support@thedolcediet.com. Very rarely do I run across people who have the similar outlook that we do. Most people, they're so controlled by pop culture media, they think they have to go into debt. They think they have to over leverage their life. They think that having expenses is much more important than having actual assets. They don't understand the slow, steady struggle of scaling a business. I would love to learn a little bit more about you. The W, please let me know. Also, I want to hear about what coffee you like. So support@thedolcediet.com. If you're, it can be a private conversation. It could be a public conversation. Might even have you on the podcast, depending. Pro Gamer, I'm dancing naked. Yikes. You've probably been following that 3 weeks of shredded program. You're so proud of your new lean fit body that you are dancing naked. Just make sure the shades are closed. I don't want to see you get hauled off to jail for scaring the neighbors. Gronus, it's crazy how many high income households live on a month-to-month paycheck. Almost all of them do. And that's a sad thing. So many of them do. The majority of them do, would be fair to say, based upon all the data that I've seen. And it's a scary thing. And we do. We're working on a book that does have a large financial component to that. So we've done a lot of studying on this very topic. It's crazy. Your income is not a barometer of your level of success or wealth, for sure. Phoenix, have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks, Uncle Mike. Phoenix, thank you. Guys and gals, leave a thumbs up if you like this video. If you like the content, I appreciate that. That lets me know you care. It hopefully lets YouTube know that you appreciate the content we're putting out there, and maybe they will recommend it. And feel free to share this video on your Twitter, on your Facebook, on the wherever you share your stuff. I would appreciate that. Isaiah, I'm 45 and get 5 to 7 hours of sleep due to my industry with work. Starts early, 5:30 and done by 6:30. You got to get that shit figured out, Isaiah. You got to get that shit figured out, because they say if you sleep less than 6 hours, it's as if you had not slept at all. You are hurting yourself by not sleeping. I understand there's certain times in your life that you got to grind. I get that. This whole financial conversation is for you. Income versus outgo. Let's stack that cheddar, my friend. Let's get that money right, so then you can leave that job and normalize your lifestyle. My friend, though, if you're up at 5:30, you got to be in bed by 9. I want you in bed by 9 p.m. In bed by 9 p.m. so you can scroll in the internet, you can have some hanky-panky with your significant other, and then you can be asleep by 9:30 so you can be up at 5:30 with 8 hours of sleep. That still gives you enough time. If you're home at 6:30, you're in bed by 9 o'clock, that gives you 2.5 hours. You come home, you take a shower, you have a meal, get to bed, get it done. That's what I would strongly suggest for you. Your Insta pic looked great. Do you recommend any gravy? It depends. Yeah, it depends. My wife, she makes a homemade gravy. She loves to put a little gravy on there. That's fine. Me, it depends on the phase that I'm in. I got that whole summer thing coming right now. So Uncle Mike's got to be, I got to be camera ready. So I'm not throwing in the extra couple hundred calories right now. Miss Brandy Dolce, she's always camera ready. So she doesn't have to worry about it. She's lucky. Me, on the other hand, I got to make sure my abs are popping, my veins are flowing. But yeah, it's delicious. Isaiah, so I go to the gym at 3:30 a.m. Need to lose weight. I'm 5'6", 238. You got to change your life, Isaiah. It's not about that stuff. It's not about, if you're working that many hours per day, what are you doing? What kind of job is that? I mean, really, you're awake at 3:30 in the morning to train to go to work at 5:30. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with it. I would go to the doctor. I would get a wellness test done. You're 5'6", 238. You were 259. I'm not mad at you. You're working your ass off. You're trying hard, but we got to get this better. It's not healthy. Go to your doctor and get a checkup, get a wellness check. Get your blood work done. You're going to find, I would theorize that you're going to see some anomalies that need to be addressed. We got to get you sleeping. We got to get you healthy. We got to get you focused on real food. I'm not worried about you exercising right now. I'm not worried about about exercise right now because you're moving a lot, it sounds like, with your job. I'm not worried about that. I would rather you get the extra 2 hours of sleep than to wake up and do some exercise. It's not really doing anything anyway because you're not getting enough sleep to repair and recover from the exercise. You're grinding all day long. It's your nutrition that's the most important thing, but get to your doctor. Any advice on getting new clients as a web developer? Well, Magoogan, what do? Send me your resume, support@thedolcediet.com. We're always looking for help. We're always looking for assistance. You're a web professional. What specifically do you do? I would love to know about it. Are you reaching out to people? Do you have a sample website available? Do you have anything that you've built for people to come in and look? What is that link? I'll shout it out right now. Where can I go to see what Paul Magoogan is capable of doing? That's how you do it. Guys, check it out. You want me to do this? I'll do this for you. I would reach out to some local businesses and say, hey, come in. I will work for scale. I'll work for trade of service. I'll work for free, just to have a proof of concept that I can then take and go out and shop around. That's what I would do. But Paul, shoot me your resume. Or is it the CV, as they say in some countries? What do you got, man? Let me know. Are you ready? Are you ready? Remember the 5 R's: research, results, reputation, resume, rewards. Where you at, man? Where you at, Paul? Shoot me the email, support@thedolcediet.com. That's for anyone who wants to get in touch with us. You need any additional information, support@thedolcediet.com. If you're interested in any of the business mentoring that I talked about, if you're trying to get up and running with your own business, personal training center, facilities, even outside of fitness, I can certainly help if you care, or if you need it. I'm here. Even if you want to bounce some questions off me, I'm happy to do that. Our DDC, Dolce Diet Certified Course and Nutrition Conference, May 17th through 19th in Belmar, New Jersey, the beautiful beach town. It will be gorgeous. It's during the annual fish festival, which is, we're right on the ocean. Literally, the fish comes right out of the ocean and right onto these tables, and it's amazing. We get vendors from all over the county who come. It's a great event. It's actually going to be right here in our backyard. Come on out. We got 3 spots left. 3 spots left. Go to DolceDietShop.com, and everyone else, go to the DolceDiet.com, promo code DolceTube to save 10% on the 4-week or 12-week online weight loss program. Last question. Team Hazardous, as a boxing trainer, I've been building and been building and consider myself successful based on my situation. What do you recommend a way to gain more clients passively? Word of mouth referrals is huge. I want to be sending people home so happy where they speak of you. That goes into that. We go back to the R's. If you haven't listened, go back to the beginning of this video. The first 20 minutes is crucial. Anyone who's coming in late, watch the first 20 minutes. That's the most important part of this video. The first 20 minutes where I go through the 5 R's: research, results, reputation, resume, rewards. I go through this. Support@thedolcediet.com. Paul, that is correct. Team Hazardous, that's what I'm talking about. What is your goal? Are you trying to put boxers into the ring? Not a lot of money in that. Are you trying to get people fit and healthy as a result of the beautiful sport of boxing? Lots of money in that. My facilities, I want to see Range Rovers in my parking lot. Truly, I do. I'm not being a hater. I want to see Range Rovers rolling up. I want to see people that have enough money to pay me for my time because they value the services that they're going to get. I want people to come here, be focused, because when they leave here, I want them to be fucking smoking hot. Guys and girls, I want them to leave here and be a walking billboard for what we do, and they will be more, and they are. All of our facility right now, it's so funny. Those of you guys who know, our facility is blacked out. There is not a sign outside. There's not a phone number. There's nothing. It looks like an empty warehouse. And it's packed. It's packed. Why is it packed? Word of mouth. I don't want looky-loos just showing up. Word of mouth. I send people out here. They walk in one way. They walk out another way. There's too much business. So, waiting list. Sorry, waiting list. Can't. We're packed. We will not dilute our service. I will not increase class size, and I will not work more than I'm willing to work right now. Really, the amount of work that I do is more charitable in many ways because I don't have to if I don't want to. I want to help people. I'm much more focused right now on the free time that I give to all the youth programs. That makes me happy. I don't want to. It's not about me charging Range Rover soccer moms a very nice fee per hour. It's not about that. It's about me helping change the lives of young children and families. That's what I'm more focused on. I do that shit for free. All that's pro bono here. That's where I really want to fill up my time. But you want to help people. Okay, we'll do fit and healthy. Boxing is a medium. There we go. So how are we getting it done? Is your gym clean? My gym is fucking clean. My gym is so clean. Doesn't have to be brand new, but it's clean. My bathroom, I clean my bathrooms every fucking day. Every fucking day I bleach my bathrooms down. Every day. That's huge. That is huge. Everything is clean. Everything it's in its place. So when these ladies, and that's the way I judge. If a lady walks in here, will she be comfortable or will she be intimidated? If she's intimidated, she's not coming back. She's not referring. If she's comfortable, now she's in. She's staying. She's referring. That's what we want. And the guys don't care. It's the ladies. The ladies are the ones that will stay. And in many ways, the ladies will outwork the guys. The ladies will have better results than the guys. Guys like to jump around a little bit. Guys think they know what the fuck they're doing and they don't want to listen sometimes. They take a little bit and they want to add their own spin to it. Ladies, I found most of the ladies, they fucking work their ass off. They come in. Yes, coach. Ready to fucking go. Ready to go. Let's get this. And then boop, class is over. They're gone. They're not sitting there talking about fucking Tom Brady for 20 minutes. No disrespect, but I ain't got time for that. I got shit to do. I got other shit to do. So that's Team Hazardous, man. Think about coming out, brother. May 17th, 18th, and 19th. Think about coming out to New Jersey. Coming out to my certification, man. That's a great way to increase money also, is becoming a DDC, a Dolce Diet certified coach. There's lots of income opportunity to work alongside our company, but also we get deep into the brand building side, how to build your business. Yes, clean. When I'm there, I share the space with another program. I rent from them. Yes, ladies are good. But I have a 95% male population. Well, tip that scale and watch what happens. May 19th is my 39th birthday, and I'm from Jersey City. Well, fuck, get your ass here. 17th, 18th, 19th. Get your ass here. Because it's your birthday, I'll give you $200 off. How's that sound? I'm serious. Go to dolce.shop.com right now. Actually, send an email to support@thedolcediet.com right now. I'll give you a $200 discount because it's your birthday and because I'm fucking cool like that. We got 3 spots left. That means it's 2. If you're serious, but do it right now. Do it today. Let us know because these spots, they might be gone. They probably will be, as I said. But let's fucking do it, man. We will crush it. We will crush it. You're in Jersey City. I'll be able to refer people to you too. What is your hourly rate? How many figures? Send me an email, support@thedolcediet.com. It depends on what you're looking for and what you're trying to accomplish, what we're trying to accomplish. That matters. Hell yeah. Are you at your home right now? No, I'm in our facility. When I go home, I'm home. All right, guys and gals, I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you. 1 hour and 26 minutes for this live. Over-delivering once again. Over-delivering, as I said, results, right? Or results is we over-deliver on time every single time. We over-delivered, I think, on this one. Normally, we do 1 hour. We're 1 hour and 27 right now. The amount of information here is worth thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. It absolutely is. Those of you who apply will understand exactly what I'm talking about. I appreciate you guys once again. Check out the Mike Dolce Show podcast. New episode just dropped yesterday. It is a good one. Follow us on Instagram @The Diet, where I will be going on soon within the hour and doing another probably 30 minutes of Q&A on IG. Lots of good conversation there. When should we expect a blueprint? If we emailed you, Carly, very soon. We're getting all of that together now. We're being selective. So don't worry. If you're already there, you will be there. We're giving this time for anyone else who wants to be a part of the blueprint @thedolcediet.com. And Carly, I'm excited. You're going to love it. Until next time, guys and gals, boom.